Hello students, welcome to my second video that is the leftover part of the story A Letter to God written by G.L. Fuentes. Full name Gregoria Lopez Fuentes. So before we begin our story, the leftover part, I would like to remind you some important points that keeps you healthy. As we are suffering from this pandemic situation, we have to keep it in our mind that we have to cover our face all the time. Whenever we go out, cover your face with the mask. Now you must be thinking, why ma'am is not wearing the mask? Yes, I have. I just take it out that my voice will not reach to you if I wear it for the time being. Afterwards I will again wear. And sanitize yourself whenever you touch anything, either book or pen or your note copy, whatever. And whenever you go out, cover your face with mask. Whenever you sneeze also, cover your face with mask. This is the way that you can keep yourself healthy. Do pranayams. It will increase your immunity power and you will be well for it, because your health is very important for your family and for us too. So I wish you all are well, and I wish also the same. Okay, let's begin our story. Okay, now yesterday, before I start, let's remind the part that we have finished yesterday. What was what? That was Lencho, the central character of the story, who was a farmer. Suddenly a hailstone came and he destroyed his cornfield, and the farmers who did not have anything to eat in the full year, means that hailstone has destroyed everything. Now as they cannot survive in life afterwards, because each and everything destroyed, so they just requested to God, not that Linchu, our central character, requested to God to give him 100 pesos. This way he just seeking help from God. Okay, for that he wrote a letter to God. So this much was yesterday's lesson. Now today we will read what happened after that, what he had written in his letter. Okay, so please open your book. I will read out the lines, I will explain it. I told earlier also I will give you the word meaning of the new words also. So let's move on the story. God, he wrote. Here he refers to Lencho, the central character of the story. Now, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crop comes, because the hailstone and so on he has written. Now, pesos, that one earlier also I told that pesos is a currency of Latin American countries. Okay, Latin American countries, suppose Mexico, Argentina, Spain, Brazil. Okay, so what he wrote that, oh God, if you don't send us 100 pesos, we will nothing to eat the whole year. So please send us 100 pesos so that we can survive well, and we can sow we can grow our corn once again in our field. That was the request of our central character Lencho. Okay, and he had written it in a letter. Now moving on to the text. See, and what he did, he wrote to God on the envelope, put the letter inside, and still troubled, went to town. At the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. Now that was the necessary things that after writing a letter in an envelope we have to do. That one maybe you don't know, but as he wrote the letter in the envelope, afterwards he placed a stamp. He himself went to town. He bought a stamp from the post office. He placed it over the envelope and put it in the mailbox. Okay. Now next, one of the employees who was a postman, that is the second character of our story. Postman, okay. Postman, who is an employee of the post office, also helped at the post office, went to his boss laughing heartily and showed him the letter to God. Now, never in his career as a postman had he known that address. Now, this was a funny thing for you also, for me also, and same thing happened to the postman also. He was feeling funny after getting the letter because the address was to God. Now, such a kind of address in his service career he never heard. That's why he is feeling funny, and he was just laughing and showed it to the postmaster. Okay, postmaster is the head of the post office. Okay. Now, the postmaster, a fat, amiable fellow. Now, postmaster, who is the head of the post office, it is his appearance. How he looks? He was little bit fat. Amiable means having friendly manner, having friendly or pleasant mannered people. Okay, he was very friendly, pleasant mannered. So, his appearance is, he was fat, he was a friendly mannered person. That is our postmaster. Now, also broke out laughing, but almost immediately he turned serious and tapping the letter on his desk, commented, "What faith! I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter, starting up a correspondence with God." Now, what is the meaning of correspondence? Communication by exchange of letters. Correspondence is a thing when we communicate through letters, exchange of letters or through letters, this is called correspondence. Okay. Now, he was also feeling funny. He was also laughing. They were laughing. But suddenly he became serious. Why he became serious? After seeing that, yes, we should be very serious. What a faith. Yes, everyone has, for us, everyone is having faith on God. But how could a man send a letter to God? So he was amazed, he was just astonished, he was just surprised to see the faith, the belief of that particular man. And he wished that, oh my God, I should keep intact. It means I should keep his immense faith intact. Okay. Now, so in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea, answered the letter. But when he opened it, it was evident that to answer it, he needed something more than goodwill, ink and paper. Now, what was the thinking of the postmaster? Postmaster was, first of all, though he was laughing, he was feeling funny with the postman, along with the postman, but suddenly he became serious after thinking that, what a faith. He was just surprised that after seeing the faith of the man. And he is thinking that I should, and I wish I should keep his faith or his belief intact. He was just surprised to see the immense faith of that particular man, and he was thinking that yes, we should do something to keep the immense faith intact of that particular man. Okay, now he thought that what should we do? First of all, he opened it. Means he opened the letter, and after seeing the letter, uh, he just when he opened it, he saw that not only the goodwill here means good gesture. Not only good gesture, ink and paper to you know now. We need so many things. Good gesture, ink, paper. Not only this, we need something more. What was it? It was 100 pesos. Because I told earlier that Lencho demanded 100 pesos. He requested God to send him 100 pesos. Okay. Now, but he stuck to his resolution. He here refers to the postmaster. Okay. He stuck to his resolution. Resolution here means decision. Okay. Now he asked for money from his employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. Now see, whatever it is, he just knew that we cannot help him through a good gesture or ink or paper. We need something more. What was it? This was 100 pesos. But he was stuck to his decision. Okay, he was just encouraged that no, we should do something to keep the immense faith of that man intact. Okay. Now what he did? He contributed some money from his salary. He requested his friends, his colleagues to contribute something if they want to do the act of charity. Means he just requested his friends and colleagues to do something for the needy man. Because he needs money and we should help him to keep the intact belief of to keep the immense belief of the man intact. Okay. Now all of them contributed and they collected a few amount of money. Now here one thing you have to remember, that the title A Letter to God. Now God is helping us, God is seeing everything. God is omnipresent. He is seeing everything. He will help us in each and every time. That is our belief. But God can come to us in any form. That is the example that was given here. How? Now God can come here. We heard earlier also that God can help us in any form. Now we just know that God is sending them his messenger to us to help us. Now here, who is the messenger? The postmaster himself. He is the messenger of God. He's just helping us in form of God. Because he was the man who was thinking to help the man. So what should we consider him? We should consider postmaster the messenger of God. These things you remember. Okay. Now, next portion. It was impossible for him to gather together the 100 pesos. So he was able to send the farmer only a little more than half. He put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word, a signature, God. Okay. Now postmaster was a salaryman person. He was also employed. Everyone was employed. His friends, colleagues, all were employees. So together 100 pesos is impossible for them also. They contributed, but it was impossible for them to gather the whole money. 100 pesos is so many. So how much they gathered? They gathered only they gathered the money in an only a little more than half. 100 pesos half, it is 50. Okay, more than 50. Afterwards we will read that was 70 pesos. whatever else. Now what he did, he put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho and signed over there. He placed a stamp over there and addressed, he has written, he has given a signature, that was God. It was written God. Okay. Now, employees also draw salary, that's why they gathered more than 50 pesos. That one, afterwards you will going to read that 70 pesos. Now the money, he put the money in the envelope addressed to Lencho and with it a letter containing only a single one. Signature was God. Okay. The following Sunday, Lencho came a bit earlier than usual to ask if there was a letter for him. Next, the following Sunday, Lencho again come to the post office before the a bit earlier than usual time. Why? Why he came before the time, before the usual time? Why? Because he has also eagerness to know how much money God had sent to me. Okay. Now, it was the postman himself who handed the letter to him, while the postmaster, experiencing the contentment here means satisfaction. Contentment means satisfaction of a man who has performed a good deed, looked on from his office. Now, it happens to everyone. Whenever you help, you just see there is a satisfaction in your mind. If you help somebody, a small help also, that will gives you a satisfaction. So here the postmaster helped Lencho, so that satisfaction was in his mind. But he was also curious to see the reaction of Lencho. So after getting the money, what will be the reaction of Lencho? He might be thankful for that money. He was thinking like that. Okay. So his curiosity become, his eagerness also becoming increasing, that I should see the reaction of that. That's why he was looking at Lencho's reaction. When Lencho reached the post office, the postman gave him the envelope, and the postmaster was looking at him out of curiosity to know the reaction of Lencho. Right? Now next, Lencho showed not the slightest surprise on seeing the money. Such was his confidence, but he became angry when he counted the money. God could not have made a mistake, nor could we have denied Lencho what he had requested. Now, what happened? Means Lencho was so much confident. He was having so much faith. Here lies this. See, here you can see. He showed not the slightest surprise. Means he was so much confidence. Yes, God will help me. Surely God will help me. God could not deny it. God could not deny Lencho. He will send 100 pesos to me. That belief, that confident. So he was not surprised to get the letter and to get the money. But he became very much angry when he counted the money. It was 70 pesos. Okay. Now, he became very much angry. He was just thinking, God cannot do like that. He could not deny me. He should send me 100 pesos. Why he had sent 70 pesos? He became so much angry for that. Afterwards, what he did, see? Immediately, Lencho went up to the window to ask for paper and ink. On the public writing table, he started to write with much wrinkling of his brow, caused by the effort he had to make to express his ideas. Now, what he did? Immediately he went to the public table. He started writing a letter to God once again, because he was so much angry. But this time, while writing, he was thinking, what should I write? Because he was so angry, so much angry. That's why he is wrinkling his eyebrows. Because he was thinking while writing that what should I write? Okay. Now next. When he finished, he went to the window to buy a stamp which he licked and then affixed to the envelope with a blow of his fist. Now same thing happened, the necessary things after writing a letter. What he did? Yeah, he placed a stamp over it and then he put it in a mailbox. Okay. Then put the letter in the envelope and then he sent to the mailbox. Now, next. The moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. It said, the moment the letter fell into the mailbox, the postmaster went to open it. Now see, the postmaster was so much curious. He just, I told you, now he just want to see the reaction. What maybe? What he was thinking that Lencho might be very much thankful after getting the money and all that. So she was so much curious to know Lencho's reaction. As soon as he put it in the mailbox, you just ran there to open it and to see the reaction. Okay, that's why the postmaster opened it. Okay. Now it said, what it said? Now when he opened the letter, what was there? It said, God, of the money that I asked for, only 70 pesos reached me. Now he said that only 70 pesos, I want 100 pesos, only 70 pesos reached me. 70 pesos reached me. Send me the rest. He added that send me the rest. Means rest money was 30 pesos. Send me the rest. Since I need it very much, because he needed it very much to survive his family. Why? To survive the family, because he has nothing to eat. They had nothing to eat the full year, and to sow the corn once again in his cornfield. That was the reason that he wanted the money. But don't send it to me through the mail, because the office employees are a bunch of crooks. Now here crook means cheats. Okay, dishonest person. Okay. Now he said that he also added, what he added to the letter, that first of all, he said, God, whatever money you have sent, this is not enough for me. That is only 70 pesos. Send me the rest money also, that is 30 pesos. Okay. Now he also added that when send me the money, but don't send it through the mail, because he is just blaming the employees. Now see what happened. The postmaster and the employees of the post office who helped him in the form of God, we told you that the messenger of God, the postmaster, but what was the result? What he got? He told them that they were crooks, they were cheats, they were dishonest people. He thought that they kept the rest of the money. That was the thinking of Lencho. He's thinking that maybe some money they kept themselves. Okay. So with this we come to the end of the story. But see, here our central character, that is Lencho, he is having faith to God. He was a strong believer of God. Everyone, whenever was situation, we ourselves know we are having faith on God. But this is not, his faith turned into foolishness, correct? No? How? Because the person who helped you, he just considered them as a crooks, dishonest, cheats. This is not done. Actually, I am not saying that you should not give faith on God. Yes, we all are having faith on God. Whenever worst situation comes to us, whenever we are facing negativity in our life, we just remember one man, the Almighty, the God. But, my dear students, I'd like to say, whenever worst situation comes, don't sit lazily and pray to God. Do something. Do something and find the solution of yourself. Then only you will win. Okay, you should keep faith on God, but it is not like that you will sit lazily and just pray to God. Do something to solve it. Think something. And always remember, God is everywhere. He is sending the messengers. He is coming in any form to you. So love your fellow friends. And this is the message of the writers also, that whenever a situation comes, you should do something to find out the solution of yourself also. Not only sit just like our central character Lencho did. Don't sit like that. Okay? So that's all from today. Stay safe, stay home. This is again a request to all of my dearest students. Stay home, stay safe. Okay? Till then, bye-bye.